Yo, Merksters. We're back with another guide for the game Where Winds Meet. And yeah, so this is the beginner's guide because there is a lot of stuff to get into just right off the bat. The Chinese game systems, just in general, Asian systems, Korean, you know it, they're always stacked with game systems, so many menus. So the learning curve is pretty steep, and therefore, I thought beginner's guide might help some of you. I know there's a lot of beginner guides out there, but this is my take on things. And yeah, let's get to it. I'm going to tell you about difficulty, characters, gears, weapon choices, martial arts, gear sets, enhanced slots. You can check all the different chapters below. So yeah, let's jump into it. The first thing in Where Winds Meet is the oddity. The oddity in the game is everything you collect, small things. It's the insects. So you might see red mushrooms. The way you do those is that above the red mush, I can't find anyone now because I did all of them in the first area. So sorry, I can't show you. Okay. Um, there's there's the blue ones. You follow them. You run into the flies. You follow them over to the flower. It's the same with the golden ones. It's like small butterflies in the air. You follow them. They lead you to a flower. Then there is. You will be shown this, I think, when you open the game in the tutorial. There's sometimes like boxes, stuff like that stacked. You jump up, you press Q, you open that. Then there is like purple flowers. Those you go in wind sense mode. You press V, and then you shoot those down with arrows. I think you're shown this in the tutorial. I just wanted to mention how important it is in the game because it's a talent tree. It is literally a talent tree that affects your character. So it's this guy on the map, the Oddity guy. It is literally like a little butterfly or something. And there is one in Kinje and there's one in Kaifang. So, and this brings me to the first weapon. You got weapons when you start, but you will be able to choose between 4 weapons. And my suggestion, if you're playing solo, is the fan. Because all of the other weapons, it's a little further down the road before you can actually get them. And the fan is actually the easiest one, and it helps you a lot with the bosses. So a lot of people might be saying, "Oh, it's too easy." Fuck that. It's like in the open world, it's much easier because you have like only two. You only have 2 health potions, and then when you then during the game, as you level up, as you collect things, you will go to the clinic. And I think it's here, Evercare Clinic, and then gradually you upgrade your medicine chest. And the medicine chest is, yeah, we can go do it. But the medicine chest is literally you collect some stuff and then you upgrade how much your healing potions is healing you, and then some of the levels you hit, you will get quantity, so you can be able to carry like 1 or 2 more. You submit the medicinal tails. You can see you start out at level 1. You can only carry 2, I think. I'm at level 7. I can still only carry 3. I will be able for the first time to go up to 4 when I hit 8 and 11. You see, so max is 5, and I've done the whole Kinja area. I'm level 50. I've done quite a lot actually. So even though it says 48 here, it's like so much small stuff. I'm still the way I would suggest people to play, at least in my perspective, from my perspective, is you're so much more upgraded. You have so many more game systems later on. So, and you level really, really fast with the main story. So my suggestion is follow the main story, and there's a quest over here. I might as well say it now. No, we'll save that for later. But so back to this guy. Therefore, I suggest that you choose the healing fan or the umbrella. No, actually, sorry. Choose the umbrella, and then you can get the healing fan very shortly after. Okay. So sorry, I hadn't written that one down. So my whole idea is that I suggest using it, but the umbrella is really good in the beginning because it's just so strong because it's ranged and it's also so for the bosses it really helps out because when it comes to difficulty in the game, you can choose between where is it? You can choose story, recommended, expert, legend, or hardcore. Hardcore would be crazy in my opinion, but if people played like 1,000 hours and start doing like Dark Souls play, like a gameplay, like with the bosses, you might start seeing people doing speed runs. You might start seeing them doing Iron Man naked runs. Then it's cool with hardcore, but legend. So you got to decide this firstly, because if you're playing in the West right now, you can only make one character. There's only one save. In the Asian version and Chinese version, they can have more characters at the same time. So the thing is with the legend difficulty, all of the difficulties, it's not like that the bosses get more mechanics. It's just that they do a lot more damage and they have more, so it's multiplicative amount of damage and their HP. So I started on Legend because the thing with Legend is that you get a cool title later on, and there's like red stuff around your health bar, and on the left side it shows a number. Down here, it would show a number. See here, there would be like a number showing the amount of bosses you've killed, and then there would be like red stuff circling the health bar. And I started on Legend because if you start on Legend, you can only start on Legend. You can't turn it down and then go up again to look cool or something like that. So if you reduce the difficulty, you can't go back. That's why it would be cool if they could actually make it so we can make more characters. Like meaning when we've done this save, that you can actually make a new character. I don't even know if I can make a new character right now. If I can, I don't know where. Maybe some of you guys know how to delete the character after I'm done with this one. If you do, please write it down in the comments below. And if you like the content so far, I'm planning on doing a lot of game guides on this channel. So please like, subscribe, and sub for more. Well, back to it. I've talked about the difficulty. The reason why I actually dropped down at some point from Legend to Expert is because of a story boss. It was one called Kinje. It's the mastermind. It's a woman. She turns into or Kinja, King Hua. You'll know who she is. She turns in. There's two faces. She splits up like she's a twin with the white one and a dark-haired one. And first phase is really easy, but second phase, people are talking about it might be like actually some AI implemented where she can learn your attack and movement patterns, and that makes it really hard. And the game is made, so when you right click on your mouse, you are parrying, or it's called defending. All right, So you hold it like this, you defend. When you defend, you take damage, but it reduces your damage. It's just like holding up an armor. It's not holding a shield. You can't block. But when you block, you hold your right mouse button and press left click. Then you do the deflection. That is literally counter deflection. The damage is negated. There's no damage. You take no damage. But sometimes on some bosses, the amount of time you have to do it, and like how visible it is that the character is actually doing a swing, in my opinion, can be really, really hard. Of course, the more you do it, the more you get used to it, the better you get at it, right? But I've turned off motion blur and stuff, but when I'm in a battle, you know, when you swing a sword, there's like an animation that blurs it because it's like cutting through the wind or something like that. And that animation, when they're like doing whirlwind, attacking, it's like I can't even. Sometimes it's really hard to see when they're actually gonna connect with their weapon on me. So of course, the way I'm doing it, I'm not all of the time holding right mouse button and then left clicking. You do have an instant deflection on E. As a standard key, it's E. And as I've seen earlier, it doesn't seem that you can just rebind your keys. Oh, where is it? Button layout, right? It's not here. Oh, I can't remember it. Button settings. Yeah, so here. I actually, can I find it with the keyboard? Button layout. Button settings. If you guys know that as well, please let me know. I can't see where I can actually rebind the buttons, right? So what I've done is I've simply just rebound some of my keys on my mouse, because I want, it's much faster than if I'm moving with WASD like this in a battle, and I'm jumping and I'm dodging on shift and space. Then if I'm doing a movement like this, and then I need to move my index finger to E to block, it just takes like half a second more than if I just have my mouse button 4 or 5, right? So that's what I suggest. It helps out a lot. So that's combat wise my best suggestion. Rebind E to something on your mouse. That's the best suggestion I have, and that helps a lot in my opinion, because then you can go from actually doing a combo while you're in a combo. You see them attacking, you deflect. It's so fast. The response of the deflect is really, really fast. And of course, if you're standing like this, you gotta like so that you gotta rebind it to be effective, right? You're doing a combo and then you gotta press right click and then left. It's like so much slower. So that's my suggestion in combat wise. If we go back to the point, just to mention it again, with the weapons, I suggest doing Umbrella or one of the others. I think the Mo Blade it's not until level 40 or 50 that you can get it down here. The Twin Blades are really cool, but you can get them easy if you want by joining the sect called 9 Immortal Ways or something like that. And if you really want the Mo Blade, you can join the. You can see it in here. You can join the. Is it here? Oh, because I've chosen the sect overview. You can see Thundercloud Blade is one I'm calling Mo Blade. You can get that by joining Well of Heaven. 9 Mortal Ways is the one it's called. You can get the Mortal Rope Dart there. Which one is the one with twin blades? Get the Strategic Sword from there. The Umbrella that I'm talking about picking in the beginning is pretty cool. I picked that one. Get the fans from Inkwell. So my suggestion is, if it's like gonna be effective, and you want to get all weapons at some point, but if there's one you want to try more, I would suggest not picking the fan in the beginning. So sorry about that confusion, because I'm gonna show you can get it around like level 10, 15. You can get the healing fan straight away. You do this compound, you kill everyone, you kill the boss, and then in the middle there's like an opening out under the boss area. You go down, you go through that, and then you get a dragon key. And then the dragon key down around here, it's like a little cave. There's like a little thing you put in the key. You get in, and then it's the first time the game actually shows you that you need to do skill theft. So, in there, when you get the skill theft, you get the martial art for the fan. The game is made, like you'll probably already see, that to unlock weapons, you need to know how to use them. So that's the martial arts. You get a shitload of weapons or gear and throughout the game, but you can't use them until you've unlocked the martial art. So that's the idea. I suggest go for the healing, go for the umbrella, anything else than the healing fan, because you can get it really early. And level 10, 15 is not more than a couple of hours maximum. So that's my suggestion. And we've spoken about characters. So yeah. Now I want to talk a little about the gear sets. As you can see here, we have like a flower on these. And like other games, they're set bonuses. So here you see this one. There's a 2-piece set bonus. There's a 4-piece. And down here you have requirements, level, and this stat. I'll show you later how this stat, how you get those. You actually get them from exploration things, just to mention it now. You get it from exploration things. You get it by, I think later, you get it by wrestling dudes. And there's another way as well. And then when you eat, you get elegant, stuff like that. It unlocks stuff, and there's a talent tree for the exploration stuff as well. I'll show you. But the whole idea here is the way you upgrade the stuff. Let's see here. You can enhance the item, right? This is the gear slots enhancement, which means no matter what weapon you're using, you just add more flat stats to that gear slot. So that means it's stacked on top of whatever weapon you use, whatever stats it has, damage. So, and the game has a load of stuff you need for all the different things. But even though the game systems are pretty complicated and there's so many menus, in the beginning you can't remember where to find it, the game's really good at showing you where to get it. So if I need these, it's showing me 3 places I can get it. I need 5 of these to upgrade this one right now. So we do that right now. And 15 at level 50, which I am now, I'm blocked right now. There's this thing, you'll see it very soon when you hit level 20. There's a time limit, like a time gate for breakthroughs. So when you hit level 15, I think, there's a trial that opens, which is called a breakthrough. And you got to do that. It's like a little wave of enemies. You got to do that before you unlock, so you can become level 20, then 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 55 now. I've been waiting for 4 days, so now I can break through. The first ones, it's just 24 hours, right? So I suggest no matter what, they're pretty easy. Even on legend difficulty, they're really easy. Do it as soon as they pop up. Because if you don't, you can't level further past that. So it's like a soft cap. So it's like, yeah, it's actually a hard cap at that point, right? So if you keep questing at level 15, you're not going to get any XP if you don't do the breakthrough. You're going to get stored XP, but that's not the same. That's not So it's not completely wasted, but stored XP means I've gotten all this XP ready for when I hit level, when I do the breakthrough after 10 p.m. tonight. You can go in here and you can see it precisely. It says something here. So the stored XP works in the way that it's more like rested XP, if you know it from other MMOs or other games in general, right? So it's rested XP. That means when I do the next breakthrough, where I go towards level 55, all the quests and stuff, everything I earn. Let's say there's a 10,000 for XP for doing a stronghold. Then I get some of this on top. So then I get maybe 5k XP on top. So it's going to take a long time. I'm not going to use this up at level 55. So it's going to be next breakthrough. Because I had, from when I reached level 40, I had 200k restored XP. Because, like, you level them so fast. I remember, like, from 30 to 40, most of the levels were like 15, 16k for a level. You get 2,000-3,000 for just getting a teleport. So after the stream, I just ran and got all the teleport stones, and I would, like, 4 or 5, I would just level. So it's really, really fast for the levels. It's actually the breakthrough that takes some time. So that is the thing. Yeah. So XP wise, that's the way it works. And when we come to gear, it's chain related gear. Yeah. So it's really good at showing you where you want to go, right? A lot of the stuff you can actually buy, or you can collect it just running around the world. My biggest suggestion is, when you're running from place to place, I suggest picking everything up on the way. Don't rush so much that you just pass all this, because not that one, but the Oddity ones, the special insects. Because if you want to collect all of the small stuff after you've leveled, you can not see the small oddities, which are skill points for the talent tree you saw. This talent tree here, right? This is the talent tree for when you collect insects, the special ones, and from the flowers and everything. And in the next area, it's like it's like rats and bird's nest and stuff like that, right? And toads. So this, I suggest, when you level this up, go straight. You can pick this up, but I would say mainly just go towards the end. All you can, just progress all this way. And then when you have extra, for example, if you're like at a breakthrough, you got a lot of stuff, then you can start taking these extra notes. But don't take the ones like this, like 5 monsters. You can do this if you really need damage in this area, but it's not even later on in game. You won't use it. I don't know if it applies with bosses, but no matter what, you'll get that later. I would take straight up flat stats like HP, physical defense. You can take those. Prioritize, that's like second priority. First priority is just getting through it, because you unlock stuff. And this one is really cool. You'll get that way later, like when you're grinding and finishing it, like in the 40s, 50s. You will unlock a bell fragment, and that bell fragment is over here. This is the spot. Go to the teleport here. And this here is where you hand in the bell fragment. Inside here. The bell is up in the top. I'm just gonna show you everything because for me it was actually let's say quite annoying because the floor you need to go to is not like super accessible. You gotta go outside here. I kind of want to show you the clock or the bell. It's like a huge church bell. See, we can run up here. Okay, maybe we can't. Maybe we gotta go outside of here. See if I have stamina here. Okay, we can't. So this is where I mean. Just doing it all over again so I can show you guys. Because I do remember it being a little pain in the butt. These white ones often show, yeah, the icon. Okay, we just do it like this. And in here, okay, am I at the wrong spot? What the hell? Is it even higher? There it is, yeah. Okay, so there it is. And we're not high enough yet. So we go out again. Because we need to stand and touch it. And actually put in the fragment for the bell. So you stand here. See the little G. Get in there. And here we go. So here it is. Check the chime bell. This is it. You go in construction mode. I can't remember. I think that's F4. And then you pick the piece and then put it in. You can see it's actually there, like the fracture thing, right? And then you check it afterwards and you tune the whole area and you weaken the bosses. That's it. I just had to come back and show it because it might be like, what the hell, what does he mean? So I hope that helps. When you are here at the top, if you haven't been down to this dungeon below, let me just show you real quick. When you come here the first time, there's a guy shouting. And he's like, help me, help me, help me, help me. Okay? He's kind of annoying, you know? And it's the same place, Peace Bell Tower. You go down over here. Okay, we just want to don't... There we go. Don't want to take too much damage. And then I think it's in here. And I made a video already. Yeah, I already made a video on my channel. If this one, yeah, if this one is causing any problems for you, or yeah, you need some help for that, check out my video. It should be up in the corner right now. Up in the right corner. Check that out. I drew the whole thing and tried to explain it. It's yeah, check it out. That's it. It was just a little extra thing. So that's why my suggestion is running through a story, and when you're like in the 50s, you get the 51 crate, go back and do all the bosses. It's around there that you actually have weakened them. So just do main story. When you run past stuff you can collect it all the way. You're not going to use your mount very much because pretty soon after you've collected stuff, you get something called the Lightness skill. The Lightness skill is literally flying. It is like in other games, like in World of Warcraft, where when you completed a lot of the game in the beginning of expansions, there's no flying mounts. So it's kind of the same here, and then you do a lot of achievements, and then you unlock flying in the air, right? So when you've done it, it's down here. It's the world exploration in the areas. So you get these, the more you do in the areas and you collect, you get up, you level here. At level 4, you have this one. You give this to a fisherman who introduces you around here, introduces you to like the lightness skill, but not really. Like some of it, you can start jumping and stuff like that faster. But here, it's literally flying. When you get to here and you hand him this. So then you can fly. I'm going to show you now. You hold down space button. Press space again. It's around 400 to 500 meters. Press space again. At any point, if you want to go down on the ground, you just press Q, you go instantly down. If you want to go all the way here, you softly land. So if I just don't do anything, I'm just going to slowly land. He teaches you before you reach level 4 in the exploration talents, or like, yeah. But at that point, like, after you've done his quest, you take damage when you fall down if you don't like. But from everywhere throughout the world, if you want to avoid fall damage, simply just press Q just before you land, right? So the game just thinks like you're close to the ground. Press Q, boom, you don't take damage. But still, this is the reason I'm saying this is because if you do like me, you're just gonna like, okay, there's 300 meters over here. I'm not gonna click and then faster and then loading screen. You get me? So if you gotta go 300 meters this direction, you just fly after you've unlocked it. And then the thing is, on the minimap up here, at any point in the game, you can hold down control and you can do this stuff. Hold down control and you free the mouse. So at any point where you're flying past the minimap, look at the minimap, and when you see some insects up here, down Q down on the ground, pick it up, proceed, right? That's my suggestion. Get these when you get into an area, go straight for the landmark wayfarers. That opens up the map. So my suggestion is, even though the main story might not take you straight there, pretty early you can just run up here, find it, get it, you unlock the whole area. Or like the visibility, right? So if you don't want to just fly around all the time with your lightness skill, I mean, before you even get the lightness skill, you might want to use a mount. And while running up here, as I just suggested, you might as well run past here. Here's the horse merchant. You can sell to him. You cannot buy from him, but he will buy from you. I have 4 horses here. I can have 5. And over here, we can tame a horse. I'll just show you quickly. Besides taming a horse, capturing it and taming it, you can steal a horse from any NPC and it will be yours forever. Finder's keeper, even though you didn't find the first one. Let's grab this one. This looks really pretty. Just gonna go in Viz. And we're gonna take him here, big stallion. And then you gotta do this mini game. D D A A. Just gotta hit the right ones. There we go. He's a 5-star. That is the operation rating. So that, yeah, that's how well I did it. Here's the mount rating. It's not very good. I got some 41s. But that's how you catch a mount. And you can also just steal one. If you steal one, you might get a bounty put on you. And if you do that, well, you might go to jail. Or, I don't know, maybe you can repost a bounty on that person. Oh yeah. just maybe you get hunted by other players. So that's it. Get a mount or just run around. So let's proceed. I showed you how to upgrade the gear. Upgrading the gear. Enhance. Oh, we can't see it right now because it's a martial art, right? Yeah, it's in here. I can show you here. So if I wanna get this up to my level, you do this. Upgrade. You can upgrade all weapons up until level 20. That's what I suggest you do, because after level 20, the materials start costing more. So in the beginning, it's just coins, and then you start using up until 20. It's just coins. Coins you can get a shitload of. You never run out. And when you do, you can use the jadefish and then get like a shitload. So you can max all your weapons up on martial arts, weapon martial arts up until level 20. Do that. Test it out. Do what you want. But after that, you gotta be a little more mindful with the upgrade mats when you go above level 20. But this is very simple, and when you hit a threshold, like the same time where you hit the breakthrough, you will need other mats, and you will need these. It will show you where can you get them. I have some. You get them throughout the game. You can also buy them in the season shop, I think. And here it needs the bamboo cut, and you can just press space, confirm. It makes 4 of those because I have like boxes with them, right, where I can choose each. That's it. And then when you get in that one, you yeah, I can actually do this. I kind of want them so you can see it. And then in the next one, that's just for the tier change from tier 1 to tier 2. And now we just go up here. And if I'm running out of these, and you can see the third one, there's a countdown on a mob where you can farm it. You can get in the battle pass. Battle pass, I think that must be maybe for real money, so we don't want that. Just press Alt +1. It will show you on the map where there's a mob, the closest mob you can go kill and have a chance to get mats. Most often you will get some if there's like a pack of guys. If not everyone drops one and there's a chest, you're usually gonna be pretty sure to get some. So this is really nice, and it's not that bad getting these materials. So then there's a gear tuning. When you the tiers are the levels of the gear you find, right? So when you hit level 40, you start finding tier 41 gear. When you hit level 30, it's 31 tier 1, 31 tier that's dropping. But if you want to actually upgrade this stuff, you've seen these white dots here. That's affixes. If you want to increase those, let's see, do with this one maybe. You can tune them. Oh, it's already tuned. Let's do this. You can tune them. So here I can get 2 more stats, and you use old gear for that. The ones with the XP, there's a bigger chance, if I understand it, for it to actually be a purple stat here. And then if you just use these, you'll get a normal stat. So that is the way you actually upgrade your gear. And as I mentioned earlier, it makes sense because then even though this is not like as good as this one stat wise, I could go for one that matches the set, and then you get more out of that, right? But right now, let's check this out. Oh, it is actually worse. So it's good. You see, this is the example. I don't have any of the sets for this one, or else I would be using that. And the same with this weapon. So yeah. So this is the tuning of the weapons. The enhancing is the gear slots. That's for like in general. I must have something that's not level 15 right now. So you see, I'm actually missing fat tail sheepskin. I can go straight by them right now. That's somewhere down. That's actually a really annoying place. Because there's so many shops down there. This one is easier. So I go by there, right? But the sheepskins and all that stuff, there's a lot of sheep running freely around in Kaifang. Okay, I'll start telling you about Innerways, talents, and stuff like that now. While I'm doing that, okay, so Innerways is abilities. Innerways. It's like talent. It's like passive skills that you can move around, which can benefit you just in some general passive skills that gives you extra healing or just like extra physical defense. And the way you unlock some of them is that you find a book that can unlock them, and they all have their own talent tree, which you need a lot of mats for later. Yeah. So you unlock these, you find them in the world, you find booklets where you can unlock them with, and then there's actually some of them. Which was it? This one, and a lot of the special ones, you actually have to do like big side quests and some small story campaigns to get them in the end. I did this one yesterday, which is a really, really cool story in a cave with flowers, and it's so beautiful with the deer cave. And then at the end, there's a world boss you need to kill to get this. This was the Void King. So that's really cool, actually. The one I'm trying to get now is where you got to talk to a monk and you got to go back to some of his disciples and convince them to get back to him, go back to him, and you gotta do some puzzles with some lights, and then there's a whole chain. Right now, I'm still missing that he actually progresses after I've spoken to the 3 and actually gives me this. So it's pretty cool. And there is mats later on, where you actually need to farm a lot of stuff because you can get really strong here. Increase physical attack based on solo. When the target in control doubles the year effect 2%. This one, I forgot to mention. Save all your jades. The jade coins, the small green ones, save them. Because this one you can purchase. Here, save these. 5,000. Save 5,000. Because you come here. This is actually the location where you can buy the Innerway morale chant. You can just go over and I can show you the NPC. It's the guy right here. You see morale chant pages here. You need 10 of them, and yeah, they cost 500 for one, so it's 5,000 jades. So save up all you can, guys, and get this one first. It's one of the primaries in almost all of the builds, so I highly suggest it. Save the jades for that one first. Okay, so let's move on. Exploration. You also have like a boss talent tree, arena talent trees. I haven't even gotten into that. And And this is your normal talent tree. And the same suggestion. Go for the middle. If you're stuck at some points and you have like extra talents, pick the ones. I actually have 2. And don't go for the percentage based, because it's like diminishing returns. It's so much. If you don't have a lot of it, it gives a little increase. Go for the flat stats first. Go for this one. Go for crit rate is like, I think that's better than affinity. Go for this, max HP, physical defense. But go for the middle first, and then you'll see others. That's my suggestion. This you actually need a martial mastery. In the beginning, here, the story takes you to Harvest Village and Stillshore. Stillshore, you have the clinic. And pretty sure, well, inside your house there is a mirror. This is the clinic, and it's not here. There's a point. The game doesn't bring you back to your house very often. That's why I can't remember exactly where it is. But story-wise, something happens to this city. That's why I'm not very often in the house. I think it might be over here. But the thing I want to say with the house is that if your stash is full and you're getting gear, it's returned to your stash. The stash is in the house. Can't remember if it was here, right? But you get the gist. No, this was a cafe where the aunt has a cafe. So that's just what I'm going to tell you. Later on in Kaifang, you get to build a house and stuff like that. So it's just early on. Maybe it was this place. It's sorry, I don't hope that was a spoiler. So, and in there, in your house, if you comb your hair, look at the mirror twice a day for a couple of days, you get some new hairstyle. The skills. The different skills. If you go under abilities, mystic skills. The mystic skills you get throughout stories. You get it from doing stuff in the open world, small challenges. You get it from side quests, stuff like that. And these are really cool because you can use them in combat, some of them. So these I have here. A lot of them you can use them in combat, but like this one I wouldn't call in combat because it's literally just making you invisible, and you do that out of combat. And when you got uses, you hold Alt. You could also rebind your Alt, right? So I have my Alt on mouse 5. I have Deflect on mouse 4. It's pretty easier than actually using keyboard. But these are really cool, and they have their own talents. Their upgrades, not talent, but upgrades as well. These materials are super, super rare, and this will really upgrade your damage later on. There is stuff, there's season shop. Let me see here. Upgrade. This one here. All 2. In here, you have this jade fish. You make a lot of them actually. I would suggest every 24 hours you can buy some of these. I would do it if I was you, because you need those mats later on. String of coins. You get 1,000 of these for 30. I went broke earlier. I needed for some upgrades. And then I went in here. I used 6,000. Then I had like 500,000 again. So this is a good way. In here, you can also use your jade fish for tier sets. So when I reach 51, only 100, and I get new gear. And as I remember, it's like you choose one new guaranteed Epic 51. So there's cool stuff down here. It's actually really cool down here. Scholar gift box for the scholar skills and healer profession, and career notebooks for upgrades, also important. You can also, if you have a lot of these, if you've had over 20,000 of this, there was like in the beginning there's a requirement that you can buy these for 200 every time you have them. This is for the shop where you can draw cosmetics, stuff like that. Right now I'm just saving these, like the long run, just saving up for this shit. I would rather just like be guaranteed something. It's gonna be a long time, but still. But these, yeah, you need 20,000 of these at some point before you can actually start doing this. But yeah, so there's a restock every Sunday. So that's a weekly. So what I was still saying is you gotta save these up, season shop, and you can get them out in the world for doing stuff like eating at a vendor's shop. Then you get some of the most mats. You can collect the mats, stuff like that. Oh, and here we also have some skills. These are also something that upgrades over time. Touch of Death is like a silent attack. You unlock that at some point. I could actually upgrade it. But see, it really costs. It's because I'm tier 2, so I already upgraded for like only these up until level 10. Wind sense is something, and movement here is pretty cool because later on, when you have the lightness, you can actually change the animations. Right now, I was this is up here. I'm using this one now, but I actually like this one more, where you go straight like this, or this one where you break like the matter, you open up sky. I think it's this one. Yeah, I'm gonna use that now. So yeah, these are also something that will unlock over time. Also in here, it's tip exchange. It's for these. You can convert some of the Innerways. There is a lot of stuff. Oh, it's in here, guys. I found it. What I was talking about earlier. Constitution. Not this one. Exploration skills. Here it is. This one. This one is a treasure seeker. You need perception. Perception it was, and elegance, not constitution. Just do all the archeries and do a lot of other stuff, but you get 1 perception every time you go to a food vendor and you eat one of his food. And then there's also the AIs where you talk to them. You get them to 100, you become friends with them, and you will get gifts. Like some of them gives you a little gift every week, stuff like that. But when you eat their food, for each, like if they have 2 different kinds, you get 1 elegance for each. So this one is really cool. I just need a lot more of these. It's not only from food vendors, it's from other stuff as well. But these are all cool stuff. Final score, graceful melody. Awesome. Italian wins animals favor, making horse gift. There's just a lot of cool things here. And these are your stats. And in here, if you get sick, you can go, when you get sick, you get an illness up here in the left corner. There's a little red thing. It will say what happened if you fall down from a space where it's like too much fall damage, or someone applies poison, something like that. You can also go in here and see, it says which kind of illness it is. There's the healer profession and the scholar profession. Healer profession, you can't necessarily heal yourself. but some of it in here will show if it like runs out by itself, or if you're sick, it will show that you need to go to the doctor. Then you can ask other players, or you can just go to your Evercare clinic. That's the easiest. Okay, the boss scaling. The reason I explained it earlier is if you're at a breakthrough like I was, waiting, I wanted to get stronger for the mastermind, the female boss that leads when you complete her, when you take her down, you can go into the new area. But I was waiting for the breakthrough. I wanted to get stronger. I wanted to collect more stuff, and of course I knew she scaled, but she scaled way too much in my opinion. So she just got insanely strong when I was trying to do her level 40 or 50, I think. I think 40. In my opinion, she was really strong. Even though I had upgraded most of the stuff I could, like some of this, these were at 40. The gear were at 10. She was so strong. So I had it to the end. I didn't have the. Yeah, in the end, I just put her down to expert and took it down an expert. But the cool thing is, on world bosses, you can actually train on them. You can choose difficulty and phase of the boss. It's called elite training. When you die, you can choose it. Do it. I recommend it. It's really good. You can learn their movements, and then you don't waste your medicine, your healing potions. I highly recommend that. So what I was about to say is, with this boss, don't wait till level 30. Don't wait till level 40 is my suggestion. Try to do it at level 20 if that's where you're at in the story. So you can get to this area and so she doesn't get too strong. Especially if you want to do it on the legend difficulty. That's my suggestion. You have daily energy. This is the daily energy. You use them. You can spend them on doing outpost. When you're done outpost, you get 2 random items, or you can get 2 random weapons. You can get a probability for this, and you can also get 2 epic pieces. So if I want to do this, I can just say, okay, this is down in Kaifang. You get a guaranteed on the first one, and that you spend energy on that every day. And you can spend it on trials, you can spend it on outpost. So this is and like in other games, just a good idea. Just spend as many as you can every day, and you'll have more the next day. So you use that on strongholds and trials. Challenge, outpost, sword trials, multiplayer, quick replenish. You can replenish for these. You can use it for health regen. You regen one every 9 minutes. Sword trials, you can go in with all the dudes. Evangelists, just stuff like that. This is the boss I'm talking about. To claim the cost, what is that? Oh, you can actually do the boss again and get this. That's not even that much, but yeah. So I think this rounds it up, guys. If I have it was only supposed to be a very short guide, but I actually think it's a longer guide than I actually wanted to, but there is also a lot of stuff to get into in the game, and so I really suggest just go out there and grind. Go out there and grind, and let me know down in the description. Oh, that's why I went here. There was an oddity here, right? Now I can show you one of the oddities. This one down here, the purple one flies out. One here. You get that one. Maybe show you another one up here. There's a toad over here. Get that one. See another one over here. So yeah, you get the idea. And now I'm shutting off the video. I'm ending the video, and now I'm gonna go do this outpost and start my stream. If this helped you in any way, please put a comment in the and down below. And if there's stuff that you think I forgot or I didn't mention, stuff like that, something you disagree with, anything, give me a comment and a like and subscribe for more content. And I am live most days on Twitch and Kick and YouTube. Yeah, so check in whenever you want. And there was one last thing. I think that's it. Yeah, and I play like all kinds of games, but I love ARPGs and MMORPGs. That's my main jam. It always has been, but sometimes if there's a cool story game, I just play Dying Light, I play that as well. So I am a variety streamer, but with a big love for Diablo 2, all kind of ARPGs and MMORPGs. So that's my jam. And thank you everyone for watching, and have an awesome weekend, everyone. And see you in the next one. Catch you on the flip side.